And we're live. Woohoo! Thanks everyone for showing up today. Definitely people that are coming in. I haven't live streamed in a while, but I had some time on my hands and I figured it would be a good time to live stream because there's been a lot of DC stuff that has been happening this week, and I just wanted to break it down and talk about some other stuff as well. Yeah, within a couple minutes, I'll wait for some more people to jump on in, and we'll get talking about all the stuff that's happening. I just got a text message from Jeffrey. I think he might want to join, so just give me a second. Jeffrey! I also invited T-Flame as well. Just waiting for him to pop on. What we got here right now? Fatal J, smash that like button. I appreciate that. We are awesome. Venom Padilla. Hello. Akbar, my friend, I miss you. Nice to see you. DC News Buffet. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Nicotina. Hey man, you're welcome to join the show if you want. Just let me know. I'll give you the link. You're welcome. El Capi to see him. Hey, how's it going? Everybody? I missed you all. So I'm happy to be doing this. Like I said, I had some time in my hands, so let's stream for about an hour and talk about this craziness that's happening within the DCEU. The stuff that me and many others have said was going to happen is finally starting to happen. So it's awesome. Yes, Leto is back. Hopefully Margot will reprise her role as Harley Quinn as well. Yes, definitely. Jeffrey!
Hey.
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, you leaving Twitter will do that to you.
I know. Exactly, right? Like when I was on Twitter, I felt like I was just like so much information. It was like information overload, and then it just got to a point where it was just too much drama. And I was at a good point within the community to get out, because we won.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was a good time to get out for me. And I just see all the crap that's continuing to happen, and it's just ridiculous. So we got Nicotina. Did you see the end of the World Series game last night? I watched it this morning. It was absolutely crazy. I hope the Rays win, actually. I mean, if the Dodgers win, that's cool too, but I want the Rays to pull it out. Can't wait for the Snyder Cut. I heard that Jared Leto will be coming. Yeah, we're going to talk about Jared Leto in a little bit. Ernest, DC for life. What up, Tyler? What's going on? Nicotina, crazy. Yes, it was very crazy. Zod Rider's up in here. Hey, Tyler, what's going on? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. Jeffrey, how are you doing?
Good. Just got up.
Yeah, because you're in Texas, right? So are you? What time is it there?
10.
It's 10. Damn, Jeffrey, you sleep late.
No work.
Fatal J, Tyler, we need to start streaming again, bro. Hey, man, again, if you want the link, I'll give you the link. Just let me know. And yes, we do need to start streaming again. You answered Instagram DMs? Yes, I am. Did you send me something? Well, I get on Instagram every now and then, so I know that Kojay's been sending me a lot. Let's see if he sent me anything. No, I didn't get anything from him yet. Okay, well, we got some people in here, so let's talk about the first topic I got for everyone. Let me get off this. New haircuts. What do I mean by new haircuts? I think everyone knows what I mean by that. So I know for a while, Jeff, I think they said maybe a while ago they were saying that they were going to start filming the Snyder Cut stuff in September. And then, because of COVID and everything, it kind of got pushed back. And then I heard it was going to be early October. And now, it officially looks like it's all happening. And I tell you why, because of new haircuts. And I say this, and we always knew this, right? I always knew that, you would see videos of Ray Fisher pop up and he would still have his afro and his beard and everything. And I'm just like, well, obviously they haven't started yet, right? And then now you see there was a recent video with him shouting out, what was he shouting out? Release the Snyder Cut. RT Snyder Cut. Yeah. And he's got his cut hair and everything. No more facial hair. Okay. Now you see, I mean, you saw the news that came out about Jared Leto coming back, or he's going to be in the Snyder Cut, which I want to talk about that in a second as well. But if you saw Jared's last Instagram photo, he doesn't have the beard. Now you don't see his hair, but he shaved his beard, and from all the previous photos, he had a long beard. Now he doesn't have one. So, but we know that he's going to be in there for shooting. So that's a done deal. And then you see Joe Manganiello. He's got the Deathstroke hair going. Yeah, I mean, so that's why I put up new haircuts. What do you think? What do you think about that, Jeff?
Yeah, you're actually kind of right on that, because apparently from what I heard, what's going on is apparently that this week was basically prep week and some shooting, while next week is going to be all shooting for the Snyder Cut.
You know, that raises an interesting question, because I did a video and somewhere along the lines we found out that I guess there was an article and they said that there was only going to be shooting for a week. Did you hear the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a lot longer than that, because if they're investing $70 million, you're only going to shoot for a week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're doing. If Fabian Wagner is on set, you see they have the green screens, the blue screens. Like it looks like it's going to be it's not just going to be dialogue and this. It's going to be like, you know, some like probably heavy fighting sequences and stuff like that.
That shows Arkham scene.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm happy you bring that up, because I want to talk about the Arkham scene. I want to talk about the reason that Deathstroke, Jared Leto, they're all going to be in this movie. Now, I know that I've talked about this before on these streams and on some of my videos, is I heard that there was, and a lot of people have heard, there was an Arkham scene. That seems to fit the mold, that there's going to be an Arkham scene where you're going to have Joker's going to be in there, you're going to have Deathstroke, and you're going to have Lex Luthor, and I don't know if Deathstroke is going to be trying to get him out, or Deathstroke is going to be in there with him and someone else is going to get them all out. I don't know, but that seems to be like a scene that's most likely going to happen. But what I want to see now is, yes, of course I want to see that scene. I'm really looking forward to that. But what I want to see, and I really hope is happening, is that they're filming stuff for the nightmare sequences. What do you think about that? I mean, because, you know, we kind of hear that maybe Deathstroke and the Joker are with the Batman in the nightmare sequence. So I'm like, are they filming that stuff? Are they filming more of that stuff? I'm looking forward to that.
Really, I think it's definitely happening, because because as you can see in the trailer and in BBS, Zach has been putting on the Joker card in those nightmare scenes. And if you actually remember in an interview with Jared Leto actually basically went in a tirade about how he would like the Joker to team up with the Batman. So maybe in the nightmare scene, you have some of the villains teaming up with the heroes to take on Darkseid.
Yeah, that's true. And then what did Darius says? Zach did say that we're getting a hint of Robin's death also. I did hear that too. A lot of us heard that. Do you think that he's going to incorporate more of that into this movie? Do you think we're going to see like the death of Robin in the Snyder Cut?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think so? That gets me curious as to who's going to play Robin, though.
Andrew Garfield. I'm calling
Andrew Garfield. Where did that come from?
Andrew Garfield, dude, he's perfect. He's perfect.
Man, wouldn't that be something? The thing with Zach, though, is that he always gets actors that no one's really ever heard of. You know, especially for a role like that. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Andrew Garfield. I haven't heard that one. Do you think him and Tobey Maguire are going to be in Spider-Man 3? Do you think they are?
Really, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Like,
I don't know if Tobey will be up for it.
Because from what I heard, for at least the Tobey Maguire side, he's actually been rejecting contracts for the MCU for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him because he really hasn't done much work in the last couple of years. And yeah, I don't know if there was like a falling out with that whole Spider-Man thing or whatnot, but that's interesting. I never heard that he was having a falling out. And then, the same thing with Andrew Garfield. They were planning on doing so many more movies after Spider-Man 2. They were setting up the Sinister Six from after Spider-Man 2, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. So, and then like Marvel got, or not Marvel, Disney got involved, and then it was just like, oh, not doing that, done with that. So they kind of just threw his Spider-Man to the wayside, and then it was like, oh, we got this new guy. So I mean, he can't be happy either. I mean, but maybe he just takes it as it's business. A lot of these actors do that. Is they just say it's business. They understand that as part of the process, and they don't really take it to heart. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe a guy like Tobey Maguire is not having it, but Andrew Garfield could. I don't know. Yeah, so let's hold on. Sam Tang says, what do y'all think of the official Snyder Cut Twitter account promoting the Titans show? I did see that. They said that there's going to be an announcement. I guess they're not saying it, but they're promoting tomorrow's date. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they're probably just going to say that they're going to start filming on it soon, or they're probably going to give you a release date or something.
Oh, no, I know what he's talking about. On Twitter, all the Snyder fans are basically having a fit over them promoting the Titans show, aka a show that Jeff Johns has done. So.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? They're upset over that?
Oh, yeah, I see that you got your associate producer shirt.
Oh yeah, dude, I just got it the other day. I ordered it August 22nd, I think was the first day you could order it. And I just got it the other day. So about like 2 months it took to come in. But I didn't worry too much because I know that with Into the People, sometimes they take a while. But yeah, when did you order your shirt?
I ordered mine at the day of DC fandom. So
same day, August 22nd. Yeah, well, it should be coming soon then. I hope Zach gives us a new set pick sometime next week. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking the same thing. I really do hope that when they get on set, that Zach will post a photo. He might save it though. I'm thinking because, and hey, Jeff, I don't know what's going on. You might know something that's going on because you're still on Twitter and everything, or even the guys that are in this chat. Is there something that's going to happen for November 17th? Because that was the big day that we had last year. So are they doing something for that, or?
Really, I don't know. Really, my prediction for the next trailer, at least, is going to be November 8th, because with this whole election thing and with it basically dividing the country a bit, it just seems like, knowing the type of dude Zach is, he would post his trailer after the election, November 8th, so that there could be some positivity.
That's true. Or maybe November 17th he could give us like a release date, or he could give us the second trailer for then.
Yeah.
Do you think that we will have a release date before the start of the new year?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because at this point, that's the only thing we're looking forward to now. That's the last piece of the puzzle. Is we got the trailer, we got it seems like we got the name now. We got now it's just when's it going to get released? We know it's 4 episodes, an hour an episode. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Let's get into the next topic at hand. Ben Affleck Batman series. Okay. I bring this up for a couple reasons. One is because the culture nerd is coming out now saying that, I mean, they've said it before. They've said it multiple times before. And they're saying that it's official now that Ben is signed on. Now, I don't know if any other news site has talked about this. I think it's just the culture nerd, but I trust them. I've trusted them throughout the whole process. They've been right on pretty much everything I think I've gotten from them at this point so far. So they're saying a Batman series is happening. I thought it would. My thing is, and I'm just completely throwing this out there, and I'm not saying it's happening, but for a new show, what do they always do for a new show before it even happens? What do they do for it? They come up with a pilot, right? Yeah. So who are you going to have shooting Zack Snyder's Justice League? Who's all going to be there that you need to make a Batman show? You're going to have Ben Affleck.
Backstage people?
No, I mean, well, yeah, you have a crew, you have a camera, you have literally everything you need, but you also have the actors that would be involved. You have Ben Affleck, you have Jared Leto, you have Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke, and I'm saying that, and so maybe I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm just being very very optimistic right now because I came up with this, but they could have a chance that Zach and Ben, when they're done doing their Zach's, or during the whole process of doing the additional photography for this movie, is they could also do their pilot, their first episode, if you will, for Ben Affleck's Batman series. I mean, there's already HBO Max has already given them a shit ton of money for this movie, so to do a pilot, I think they could easily give them that money. I just think it would be like a good setup for them because they're already quarantined together. They're already in the process of making Zach or finishing Zach's movie. So now they could take those, part of the puzzle, Ben and all those other people, and kind of do a pilot over here if they want. I'm just saying. What do you think about that, Jeff?
It would actually, pilot would actually be a good idea because pilots typically do have cliffhangers. And from what I heard from Jay Leva's tweets, his Ben Affleck's Batman script actually was going to take place during Arkham Asylum. So with a Batman Arkham series, I think a lot of the Arkham fans, the Arkham game franchise fans will actually be happy to sign up to HBO Max for that. So you have another fandom right there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so much they could do with that. They could, I don't know, like as soon as maybe as soon as Zack Snyder's Justice League was over with, they could release, like I said, the pilot episode of the Ben Affleck Batman series. And then, they could work on it later on and give you the official thing maybe a year or two later. I don't know. It's just, I think it's a perfect situation because they have everyone there. But that's just me being optimistic, Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we wanted Ben back as Batman, and he's going to be in the Flash movie. And now it looks like he's getting his own series. I mean, literally, I've said this plenty of times before. Everything that we ever wanted, and we're getting more.
And Ray is also being quiet, which to me is actually a good sign because it seems like whenever something goes bad, that's when he tweets about something to update us.
Yeah, and then there was the article saying that Jeff Johns and John Berg will not be a part of this movie at all, which I figured was going to happen anyway. So yeah, I mean, I didn't think they would be involved because that had to have been one of the caveats for getting Zach back. Like, okay, we want Zach, we want you to come back, but we're also going to have Jeff Johns and John Berg still involved, and you'd be like, no, I'm not doing this. But I don't know. Okay, let's get on to the next topic. Man, I guess T-Flame had a rough, or I think today's T-Flame's birthday.
Yesterday was.
Oh, it was yesterday. Oh,
yeah.
Well, the way he was saying that he was gonna party last night because his birthday was today. I guess I read it wrong. I don't know, but he said that he would make it, and I was like, oh man, on your birthday, thanks for coming. But he said I might be pretty messed up, and I guess he got too messed up because he's not here. All right, let's get to the next question, or not question, topic. Snyder Cut official title is because of the Hollywood Reporter article is saying that it's called Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? So everyone is taking that as the official title. The reason I just wanted to bring it up is because of the stupid ass drama again. people fighting back and forth over saying, "Oh, look, that's the title that Zach wanted." Blah 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 blah. Like just the dumb shit I see on like. I don't have a Twitter account anymore, but what I can still do is I can still get on Twitter and look at people's tweets every now and then. I will do that. I mean, I know for a long time when I first started getting into this stuff, I would go on like Chris Wong's Twitter account like a couple of years ago and look what he was putting up and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Darius says he got the title, he wanted it, we wanted it. Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he wanted to call it whatever, Zack Snyder's Backyard Bash or whatever dumb shit. I don't know. Because we fought for the movie. We didn't fight for a title. Now, it was we started the hashtag Snyder Cut. Yes, release the Snyder Cut. But here's the thing with me. Me personally, the name that I would want is the Snyder Cut. But here's why you can't have that name. And a good buddy of mine, Integrity 101, always comments on my videos, because you need to promote this movie as something else. If you call it the Snyder Cut, you're calling it a director's cut. Therefore, people from the outside who really don't know much, they're not going to watch this movie. They're going to say, "Oh, that's a director's cut. No big deal. Maybe a couple extra scenes. Nothing really changes. I'm not going to watch that." So now you call it Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then you're going, whoa, wait. And then maybe you watch the trailer and you're like, holy crap, this looks completely different. And then you see it's going to be 4 hours long compared to 2 hours long. I mean, that's just by itself. I mean, that's incredible. So if people don't know, if they still think that, oh, it's going to be 2 hours of the original Justice League that we saw, plus an extra 2 hours we never saw, that still is beneficial to this movie. Because people will still be interested, like still be like, oh, wow, it's 2 hours of the movie I've never even seen. But that's why they have to change that title of the movie, because it just makes more sense for marketing. Now, listen, if Zach wanted Zack Snyder's Justice League to be the title and he got that, I'm happy for him. That's fine. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't care. If I had to choose one, I would choose a Snyder Cut, but I understand why they did it, for financial reasons and to make more money. I understand it, and to get more subscribers. Now, Jeff, what about you? If you could choose a name, which one would you want it to be?
Zack Snyder's Justice League, because that's the thing. When people, like, if I'm marketing this movie and I'm a audience member, the Snyder Cut just sounds kind of like meh, while Zack Snyder's Justice League just kind of sounds more powerful to the term. Like, think about this. Like, if you were to announce the movie, like, this is the Snyder Cut, it sounds like, here, this is the Snyder Cut, here, take it. But when you say this is Zack Snyder's Justice League, it sounds like, here, this is Zack Snyder's Justice League, this is completely different. Here, take it, you're gonna love this. Yeah, because if you put it as the Snyder Cut, it just seems like a piece of meat that you're just giving to the animals. If you get my drift.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's like the Snyder Cut kind of sounds like a piece of something, when Zack Snyder's Justice League sounds like a brand new thing or something that's more heavy loaded.
Yeah,
I can understand that. Yeah, but like I said, guys, at the end of the day, let's stop bitching about the title. It is what it is. We're getting the movie. That's the main thing. And for the people that want to complain about the movie / series, it not being whatever, back and forth, you're getting a series and you're getting the movie. So you're getting everything you ever wanted. Okay. Again, you have to look at it from a business standpoint. If you're AT&T and you have HBO Max, you understand that if you chop it up, you're going to have people coming back for more and more and more. And you're going to have more subscribers. So that just makes the most business sense. So I can completely understand it from that end of the spectrum as well. So let's go to the next topic at hand. Something that Jeffrey likes a lot, and T-Flame, which I wish he was here, is the Ayer Cut connection.
Yep.
So, one of the main reasons I think that, again, they are bringing in guys like Jared Leto and, well, I guess just primarily Jared Leto, but now we're hearing talks of Margot Robbie is possibly going to be involved in the Snyder Cut as well, is because I think also it adds to the Ayer Cut connection, because of whatever whatever they do with those characters, especially if they're in Arkham Asylum, this kind of has to have a somewhat connection to the Ayer Cut. And also, with that being said, like I think the Ayer Cut is getting very close to getting announced.
Yep.
And I want to know your thoughts on that, Jeff. Do you think that part of this filming is to connect it more to the Ayer Cut, and do you think it's close?
Really, I think the announcement is at this point inevitable because I don't know if you saw my latest video where I made a prediction video for the announcement date, and I said that it was October 31st, the day of the
Yeah,
dead.
I did see that. Yeah.
So yeah, really, I think at this point it's inevitable because David Ayer said before that he didn't have access to any of his old projects
Yep.
on the studio, and then he tweets out saying that he recently saw it.
Yep.
And it's amazing. So I think the announcement date is inevitable.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The announcement's tricky for me because I really do think they will announce it before Zach's movie gets announced. But at the same time, they might think that it might not overshadow, but it might. I don't know. I guess not. I mean, it's the Snyder Cut. It's a lot bigger than the Suicide Squad.
I don't know about that because from what we've heard, from what David told us, it's basically an appetizer for Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I think that in terms of this, if Zack Snyder's Justice League was to come out before the Ayer Cut, then people will be disappointed with David Ayer's Suicide Squad. So I think in terms of this, first you give the general audience since the Ayer Cut is a appetizer, as David puts it, for Zack Snyder's Justice League. You put the Ayer Cut first to give them a little taste of what they can expect for the Zack Snyder's Justice League.
So what you're saying is you think that the Ayer Cut's going to come out before?
Like, no, I think they're going to do first Zack Snyder's Justice League, then the Ayer Cut. But if I was in charge, I would personally do it Ayer Cut, then Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if they came out with the Ayer Cut before or after, because again, you can just, if it comes out after, you can just watch it before. You know what I mean? You can watch it all together, and and it will flow really well. But no, I mean, it's just goes to show us again why like AT&T taking over was so important and so valuable to us, because again, they're just giving us everything we wanted and more. And especially when you have a movie like the Snyder Cut, which was pretty much done. And then you have a movie like the Ayer Cut, which again is just mixing things up, taking stuff that was taken out, putting it back in. Yes, you have to add Steppenwolf in, and you have to do a couple things with parademons and whatnot. But compared to spending all that money on a brand new movie, that's like chump change to them, Yeah, I mean, that's nothing for them for the amount of value that's in that movie and the following that it has and the people that will come to HBO Max. So to them, this is like a win-win. A movie that's pretty much done, but you got to put a couple $1 million into it. And yeah, so I think it's just AT&T again is giving the fans what they truly want. And it's exciting to see. I've seen a lot of people in the comments talking about the Green Lantern and everything. Talking about Ryan Reynolds. Oh, first I got a super chat. Hold on real quick. My boy Q. What is going on? Thank you for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate it. Happy Sunday, y'all. Are we going to watch a new trailer teaser for Zack Snyder's Justice League before the end of this year? I think so. Me and Jeff were kind of talking about that a couple minutes ago. Jeff was saying that he thought it was going to be November 8th, right? After the election. And I seem to think, I'm thinking probably November 17th, because that was a huge day for this movement, very huge day. And without us making all that noise, we don't know if we ever would have gotten the Snyder Cut. I think it definitely helped. And I think something big is going to happen. If it's not a trailer, it's going to be a release date or something behind the scenes picture. I don't know. But yeah, again, thank you for the $10 super chat, Q. Happy to have you here. Again, I want to go back to what I just talked about with the Green Lantern. Yes, I just saw Darius' comment. I love how we're getting the purest and uncompromised vision. Yeah, it's awesome. Zach literally is giving us what he originally intended from the start. No one's messing with the vision. This is, and I hate to say this, but every now and then I listen to a John Campea video. I know you guys can hate me. Every now and then I'll listen. Whenever it comes to the Snyder Cut, he'll talk about it. And of course, everything he says is nonsense. But what he did say was, which I do agree with, he said, listen, he said, as a director, every director that comes out with a movie, it's like an artist, is they never truly feel like it's complete, you know? How many times will a director watch their movie and they'll go, oh, I wish I would have changed this, or oh, I wish I would have done this differently, right?
Yeah.
So Zach has had like 4 years to think about new stuff, new ideas on top of that, you know? So, oh, you know what? Like, I don't like the way that if you like, imagine giving a director 4 years to make a movie compared to a year. Like, it should turn out so much better because, you know, in the moment when they're like, okay, you have a 5-month period to make this movie, make it happen, and you have 5 months to do it. But compared to having 4 years to think and to think about all that stuff you should have added or would have added, blah, 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 that's been going through in Zach's mind. So, you know, again, this movie is going to be insanely different compared to what we were originally going to get anyway. And I couldn't be happier. And it's going to be bananas, and I can't wait to freaking see it. But let's get back to the Green Lantern talk. The Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern talk. Me personally, I do not think that Ryan Reynolds will be in this movie. That, you know, because that's not Zach's Green Lantern. And I don't think Ryan fits the mold of this movie. I don't think he fits in it at all. And, you know, it's funny because now you see people like Grace Randolph who were saying that, oh, he was going to be in the movie. And now she's kind of backtracking saying, oh, you know, Zach really wants him in the movie, but they don't know if his schedule is going to allow for it. I'm just like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing. But Jeff, what do you think about that? You think that Zach wanted to have him in the movie?
Well, first off, be like going on with the whole Pierce vision and you saying that you had to wait and saying that to an artist the movie is never perfect. George Lucas actually had said that multiple times, and so has Patty Jenkins with Wonder Woman 84, because she said that it's done, but the reason why it keeps getting delayed is because she wants to add more stuff to it. Like, do a little bit more CGI and stuff like that. So you're absolutely right on that. But in terms of the Green Lantern, it's like 50-50. But if I were to decide on who is Green Lantern, I would say it would be Sam Benjamin.
Yeah, I think so as well.
If Jon Stewart was there, I would also say that it would be Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, wow. Well, when it comes to Green Lantern and Sam Benjamin, I think he is the Green Lantern because, again, Zach likes to get these actors that you really haven't heard of. I've never heard of Sam Benjamin. It makes sense that he would have a guy like that to play Green Lantern. And yeah, I want people to understand is I don't think the Green Lantern is going to be in this movie as much as people think. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see Green Lanterns in the history lesson, because in the history lesson, you're going to have everyone. You're going to have the Martians. You're going to have the Themyscirians. You're going to have everyone. And then because according to Sam Benjamin, he had a 30-minute scene that was cut out. I think you're going to see a scene with him, and I don't even know if he's even going to be using his powers. Or maybe he'll, like, at the end you'll see him. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to know it's truly Green Lantern. But then at the end of the movie, because we know that Batman at the end of the movie, I think that's when they said it happened at the end of the movie, that he gets greeted by two lanterns telling him that, you know, I guess a bigger threat's coming, which they already know at that point, I guess.
Yeah, and from what I heard, this is actually going to be pretty huge if this is true, because I heard that has put has Taylor Murphy put this out in passing, where he said that according to him and the people he talks to, Zach wants to put him in the final battle. So
yeah, because I got some information from somebody a while ago, and they showed me a little bit of the script, and like I asked him, I straight up said, I said, is Green Lantern in the final battle? And he said no, he's not. Now he did say that if Zach wanted to, he could add him in, and kind of put him like doing like some stuff on the side that's not really included with the team, kind of just like crowd control almost. So if there's people that are like in distance of it, he's kind of keeping them away or something like that.
No Russian family.
Yeah, but just a way that you could include him in the battle that would look organic and not have to change everything up. But yeah, and I want to get to Jordan Bryant says Ryan Reynolds doesn't have to play Green Lantern comedically. He's capable of playing it more serious. Yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand. I've seen movies with him. There's a movie with him and Denzel Washington that he's like real serious. What the hell's that called? It's like a special agent or something like that. But yeah, no, I know he's capable of that. I understand that. I don't know the type of actor that Ryan Reynolds is. He's a high profile name. I don't know. I just don't see it. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that's how I feel. What did someone say about Xavier? Says I think he's going to show up in the. You said you'd come scene. You made a video about it, Tyler. Yes, I did, because again, something that I got from Lightcast. You remember that scene, Jeff, where Alfred's working on the car and Superman shows up. Well, a long time ago, again, Lightcast said that in the original script, that was Green Lantern. And then it changed. They made it Superman. Then we saw the Black Suit Superman clip at JusticeCon where it was Black Suit Superman. Where he said, oh, you said you come, whatever. And I made a video saying that they probably just what's up?
Actually, I looked at that clip and Alfred didn't say anything. Like they cut off right as they showed Alfred's face. Like he didn't say anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said this in one of my videos that I think that clip right there will not be in the movie. And I think what it was done, like the reason that clip was shown was to throw us off. Because I think that scene is going to be Green Lantern. Because what better way to set that up? Because Zach loves to do this. Zach loves to mess with us. He loves to troll in a fun way. So now when you see that scene, you go, oh, Alfred's working on the car. Here comes Black Suit Superman. What better way to introduce a Green Lantern than it being Green Lantern? And you'd be like, oh, what? It's not. So what the hell? Like that'd be awesome. Like you tricked the hell out of us. So I definitely could see Zach doing that.
Yeah,
introducing Green Lantern that way. I definitely think that could happen. All right, let's get to my last topic here, which is, I guess, maybe a little sore topic, but that's all right. We'll talk about it. The man himself, Toby Emmerich.
Yeah, knew that one was coming. You probably saw the Toby Emmerich news with HBO Max and all that.
Yes. And what this tells me now is I know for a while is we wanted Jeff Johns out. We wanted John Berg out. We wanted Kevin Sujihara out. We got him out. And we wanted Toby Emmerich out because they all seem to be involved with the Justice League hiccup.
Yeah.
Now, with them, I guess, promoting Toby Emmerich, if you will, I think that's what they said they were doing, giving him a higher position, having more control over what's coming out on HBO Max and all that stuff. That shows me, so far, everything that AT&T has done, I've been in line with. I've agreed with everything they've done. But now the fact that they want to promote Toby Emmerich, that just shows me that maybe he wasn't as involved as we think he was. Maybe he wasn't, I know.
I don't
You
know
think he was?
about that. I'll get to that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'm just before you get into it, Jeff, I'm just giving my 2 cents because a man that did that was involved in that so heavily, I think they could have easily gotten rid of him, but maybe they looked at his track record and just said, "Oh, it was just one mistake." I mean, as a guy of his position, you make mistakes, you make the wrong calls every now and then with movies, and maybe that's what it was. And so far, what they've seen with him ever since they took over, they've liked it. I don't know, but Jeff, what do you think?
really, and so the reason why I'm being skeptical about this is because really, let's go to, I don't know if you pay attention to the Hollywood Reporter's YouTube channel.
No.
They have this thing called Hollywood Roundtables or something like that. And
Yeah. I've seen.
in
Yeah,
one of those episodes, you had Toby Emmerich, some other dude from WB with Netflix, Disney, and Amazon, I think, on there.
yeah,
And one of the topics that came up was it really Zack Snyder and the way he does movies, and the Disney execs and the other execs were basically praising him about 300 and his other movies, and the cameraman actually showed Toby Emmerich's face being like a "I messed up" kind of face. So really on Biddy's, so my sense on that is like and but then you go into this whole Ray Fisher thing, and I don't know if you saw my tweet talking about the talking about this, where I basically went on this whole Ray Fisher thing, where he was going at Joss Whedon, Jeff Johns, John Berg, and then and what I'm seeing here is that basically he's kind of going up the corporate ladder. And what I said was that he's basically going up the corporate ladder, and that really the top of that corporate ladder is really Toby Emmerich. So again, you might be right, but right about it just being a simple hiccup. But in terms of this, it seems like really with the investigation, I actually think that this is actually part of the Ray Fisher investigation in a way, because if you think about it like this, if Toby Emmerich is involved, you would really want to keep a close eye on him, because he is because one, he is kind of like the head honcho of evil of sorts. Don't quote me on that. This is just a joke. But yeah, you would really want to keep a close eye on him if he is quote the big bad of this like trio of villains, so to speak. Kind of like a keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer kind of way.
yeah.
So that's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that as well. I mean, you make a lot of good points, Jeff. It's just I don't know. I mean, something's up. I mean, we've wanted Toby Emmerich out for a while, and then we got to a point where I guess when AT&T officially bought the company, is they gave him a new position, and we all kind of took it as this is his way out. This is like their way of getting rid of him or giving him more of a load to screw up on, so they could easily fire him. And now they're making him even more in charge, which makes it even more interesting. And like I said, I'm just saying is maybe we're just looking at it from the wrong angle, and I don't know. But I trust AT&T. I trust what they're doing, and I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell with what's going to happen. And obviously, again, this goes back to Zach. If Zach wasn't happy with, if they wanted Zach to come back and finish his movie or his Snyder Cut, and he wasn't happy with the people that were involved or still there, then this wouldn't be happening. So, I mean, I'm sure they talked about all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Time will tell. I highlighted my buddy Integrity 101. He said, "What's up? Long time no talk. Zack Snyder's Justice League is relaunching the Snyderverse. Batman versus Deathstroke announcement incoming. Yes, Snyderverse will be completed. Most definitely." Simple question, Jeff. We probably asked you this a million times. Is, do you think that Zack will finish his vision? Because I certainly do. I think he's going to finish it. We're going to get everything we ever wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But and really, like, I don't know if you saw the Screen Rant article where basically they said that the Snyder Cut is justice for the DCEU, which it is.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes down to, what makes the most sense money wise. When this movie comes out, it's gonna, I'm telling you guys, get ready. So when this movie, or I should say first episode comes out, you're probably going to have a hard time watching it because I'm pretty sure these servers aren't going to be ready for it. I could be completely wrong. I could be wrong, and I hope not. I hope that when I put on Zack Snyder's Justice League first episode, that I can watch it smoothly. There's no hiccups at all. Maybe I can, but I'm just telling you guys, get ready for it to crash. And I think once they see this, I think it's already a done deal. Because they're already seeing how many people want this movie and they want Zack's vision. It's the same. It's the same thing with an Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler signed this huge deal to Netflix, so pretty much anything that he comes out with now is going to be Netflix exclusive. I mean, he's got he had like a 9-movie deal, and I think he even extended it. Now he's doing even more stuff. I mean, the guy's coming out with movies left and right, and I think that people that are the hardcore Adam Sandler fans are now they flocked to Netflix because they know that they're going to be getting Adam Sandler content for a while. It's the same thing with Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder isn't everyone's cup of tea, but the people that he is, they can flock to HBO Max knowing that they're going to get Zack Snyder content for years and years to come. And his vision is definitely going to be finished because that's where the money is. That was one of the number one reasons that we said the Snyder Cut was going to happen. And that's why I always had faith. Anytime there was an article that came out from a news website, even a Hollywood Reporter, Variety, whatever, saying that it's not happening. It's not happening. Stop getting your hopes up. It's a done deal. It's deaded. And look what happened. Because sometimes you need to use your brain and you need to stop listening to the media. And still to this day, the media is coming out with shit saying that, certain things are going to happen. And then look what happens.
Yeah, like we said, like when that article came out saying, "Oh, there's not going to be additional photography. This is a one and done." I was laughing.
Exactly, exactly, Jeff. And that's the thing. We also need to take the media, right? You need to understand that a company like AT&T, Warner Brothers, they talk about stuff. It's very close knit, right? Now, you talk to a certain number of people saying, okay, this is what we want to happen. Now, those people can go run their mouths and they can give out information. Yes, people can run with it. But then you can have people that they're from the outside working in the company. They're not like the top dogs. And they're kind of hearing snifflings of what's happening. So then they go and tell a Hollywood Reporter or Variety and they change up the story. And then Hollywood Reporter says, oh, we got a source from WB that just told us that this is happening. So this is what we believe is happening. So yes, even though they're very reputable, a Hollywood Reporter, Variety, yes, but at the same time, they don't know everything. And a lot of times they come out with information that's not true. So we can't completely trust everyone. And like I said, from day one, is I will not give up on this movement until Zack Snyder himself comes out and says it's not happening. And he never did that. He kept the flame going. So
and this is the thing. Like, I don't know if you remember that video that was on Comic Book Debates YouTube channel where they really kind of gave a little documentary of the Snyder Cut movement. But at the end of that documentary, there was a video of Zack saying where Zack was thanking his fans, and what he said was that he thought that this was a great movement, and he thought that this was gonna go away at some point. But the fact that he didn't say come on social media and say, "Hey guys, I don't think this is gonna work," proves to me that he really did have did take a leap of faith with us, and really with that leap of faith, it was we all landed in the pool successfully.
Yep.
As that priest in Man of Steel said, the leap of faith comes first, the trust part comes later.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. So I want to give a shout out to Dawson from Nerdy in Many Ways. Did you see what he did this past weekend, Jeff? Or this weekend?
No, what did he do?
So and this is something I've talked about.
Oh yeah, now I think I know what you're talking about.
So he had, because I subscribed to him on YouTube, and he said that he was having a breaking the multiverse stream. I had no idea what he was talking about, but I did see the thumbnail. So I was like, I'm gonna watch this and see what's going on, because I had no idea what was going on. So you watch the video, and it's Dawson, Ryan's from Zever Fett, Enosh from Poindexter's Lounge, and ACS Universe. They're all together doing a stream together. I thought that was so cool. It looks like they all met in Michigan. So if you haven't checked that out, you need to go check it out. It looked like they had a blast, and it's really cool to see people from this community actually meet, hang out, and do stuff together. And like I said, I mean, I wanted to eventually meet up and watch the first episode of the Snyder Cut together or something like that.
I do know that. Speaking of which, I do know that Ray Fisher made a tweet saying that he, with this whole $99 to rent AMC theaters, he said, it wouldn't he basically said, hey, I could bring my crew out to rent out an AMC theater to watch the Snyder Cut once it's in movie form.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, that would be awesome. That would be so sick. I just hope it's not somewhere really far away.
Yeah.
A good place to meet would be in Texas, because I know a bunch of you guys are in Texas right now.
Yep.
And
there's me, Ryan. There's me and Ryan that I know of.
Fatal J, I think, is in Texas.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, I think there's a couple other ones too that I watched that I'm not quite sure. But yeah, man, that would be awesome if someone like Ray Fisher bought out a movie theater and had. I'm pretty sure Zach's going to do something, but the problem now is he probably had a premiere set for this movie somewhere. but now with COVID and everything, it's I don't know if they're going to be able to do that now. Yeah, when things go back to normal somewhat and this and that, then they could set up something like that. And maybe, because we know that when the 4 episodes are over with, they're going to come out with it in movie form. And that would be the time to set something up. But yeah, I mean, definitely we would all have to meet up and watch that together or whatnot. But I think that would be a blast.
Yeah.
But you would just have to find a good area to meet, because you got people from, West Coast, East Coast. That's why I said a place like Texas would be good, because it's, midway, but it's a little south, but it's all good. And I've never been to Texas, so. Oh, his integrity says, the things that made me laugh my ass off was the credible trade. Zack Snyder's Justice League doesn't exist, or no additional photography. Think about that reporting. Ben will never return. Yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League budget is $20 million. Ben only returned to leave. I know the list just goes on and on. Ben said he was done on Kimmel. Yeah. Oh, it's only gonna be 20 million. Now it's 20. Yeah, it's not going to be additional photography. It doesn't exist. It's funny how everything has changed. And this is the biggest one that pisses me off. And I keep on talking about this. John freaking Campea. Yes, I said his name again. He keeps on going on record. And what's funny now is he always said that Ben Affleck was done as Batman. He's not Batman anymore. I called it years ago. He's not Bat. And now he's like, oh yeah, he's doing some stuff for the Flash. Blah, that blew my mind. Blah, blah, blah. But what I'm mad about is how he's saying that with Zach doing all this additional photography, that just shows us how complete this movie wasn't. He keeps on saying that this movie was nowhere near being completed. Dude, do you not understand what that means?
I see that on Twitter as well. Like
Exactly. Yeah, I know, and that's the whole 40 Club bullshit too. That's what pisses me off. It's like, dude, listen, the movie was done. Okay, there might have been a couple things that he still needed to do, but do you realize that Zach was on this month and months after production, and then he was taken off because Joss Whedon was only given 6 months to make this, to reshoot the whole movie. So you mean to tell me a man can do it in 6 months? Film a whole new movie, do everything he needs in 6 months, and it's released. But Zack Snyder, who did all the photography and then had months after post photography, didn't have this movie done.
Yep.
What is happening is he was given money to do more.
This is the thing. I'm gonna drop three basic kind of like the three stooges, except these three stooges are going to be facts. Fact number one, Zach said on Grace's interview that he finished the movie on February 2017. So it was done. Zach's initial Zach's cut that he wanted us to release was 2:14, 3 hours and 34 minutes. That's a fact. And the fact number 4, Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be a 4-hour movie. That means that he needs to make new scenes and new script to fill in those last 30, 20-oddish minutes for it to be 4 hours. So the movie was done. This is just more stuff to add for those 4 hours.
Yep. I mean, the people, they just look so dumb when they say this stuff. Like, oh my God, like he's adding extra footage. Like, come on. Oh, yeah, the movie wasn't even near completed. Like, he didn't have anything done. Like, it was just such an assembly cut. No, you're completely wrong. It's just every time he says that, it just pisses me off. Like, the guy just cannot take a loss and just say, oh, yeah, I guess I was wrong. It's just, no, I was right. But, okay, so
Andy Signor saying we were all right.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I hate Andy because he's a tool, but at the same time, I appreciate him coming out and saying, "Oh, I was wrong. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Like, yeah, you're still an asshole and you're still making up stupid stories, but the fact that you did say you were wrong, I can take that. I appreciate that." Isram says, "Do you think Ezra's flash will be an additional photography?" I do not think that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that possibly they might have wanted him to do some stuff, but isn't he filming right now or getting ready to film the Fantastic Beasts 3?
Yeah, it's actually filming right now, so I don't think that he'll be in two places at once, even though he's the Flash.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is there's a website that someone, I think, put on, I saw it on Vero. There's a website that tells you all the movies that are in production that are being filmed right now. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't.
It's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'll have to find the link again and give it to you. I've never even heard of it, but someone put it up, and the reason they put it up is because it showed you that Zack Snyder's Justice League was filming. It had that movie listed on there, and I thought that was cool. And it was going under the title something 166, I think. Project 166, which, if you want to go biblical on this, you will find out that Angel 166 is actually a angel that represents family, and also 166 apparently Zach was born on March 1st, 1966. Wow.
So
that's pretty cool. Well, the reason I bring that up is because they had a bunch of movies and shows on there, but the one movie they did have on there was Black Adam. And you know that they recently came out with the shift of when these movies were coming out, and for Black Adam, they didn't have a new date for it. But at the same time, they're saying, because I've seen The Rock is filming right now, but a lot of people are saying that it's for this movie called Red Notice on Netflix.
Mm.
But like I saw that website and it said Black Adam was filming or in the process of filming, and it was supposed to be. But I'm like, are they like delaying this again, or do you think they actually are going to start filming on it? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, because if you actually were on Twitter, it was delayed indefinitely. So, and The Rock actually came out a few days ago saying that now the filming will begin on September 21st.
September 21st of when?
Of next year.
Oh, wow. Damn. Whew, that's a big delay then. God. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we were at the hour mark. I'm going to answer one more question. Dr. Fate just dropped on us before we get out of here. Thoughts on the Batman possibly having COVID-19 as part of the story? I do not think that is going to be part of the movie whatsoever.
That would be, I'll tell you what, that would be a bold move, though. That would be a bold move.
My own. Okay.
And from what I've heard on Twitter, the Batman movie takes place in 2019. I hear people saying.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that they delayed filming for that movie for a long time, and they said that they only filmed 25% of it right before COVID started. Yeah. So during that time, they could have changed up the script a little bit and put that in the story. I just don't know where that fits. I don't, I mean, it would help them having people around set wearing a mask during the filming. Like, it would make more sense for them. You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, okay. You know what's funny is they have, if you look at some of the set photos, I guess some of the henchmen for the Riddler or whatever, they're all wearing the mask. It works perfectly now because they all have to wear their mask. So it would be interesting if they would do that, because it would help filming, where almost every actor in the scene was wearing a mask, and it would make sense. It'd be like, oh yeah, because there was a virus. Maybe they'll just add that in the movie for 2 seconds somewhere. Robert Pattinson's Batman will be watching the news and they're like, oh, there's a COVID outbreak, and then people will start wearing a mask around him. I don't know, just to make more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, me personally, I don't think it's in the story. But who knows? Anything's possible. Just like the Snyder Cut coming out. Dr. Fate says one more thing. Batman COVID-19 started with an experiment gone wrong with a bat.
That's true.
Okay, now you're getting really interesting with this. Now you're really
that's actually true. It actually did start with the bat.
I know. Swamp Thing should get a season 2 on HBO Max. Yes, it should. Hopefully it does, and we'll see. Dr. Fate. Maybe I'm nuts. No, I mean, hey, man, it's interesting. Listen, people. I keep on talking. I will not stop talking about my boy Jeffrey over here when he talked about the Flash, or no, he talked about the crossover with the CW universe with the DCEU, and if you haven't watched that video, you need to watch it. And Crisis of Infinite Streams, you need to watch it. Or Streams, no, Crisis of Infinite Earths. What am I talking about? You need to watch it. I always talk about this. Jeff said that during that show, it was going to have something to do with the DCEU or Snyder Cut related. And Ezra Miller's Flash showed up. I couldn't believe it. The first person I reached out to was Jeff. He called it. Everyone thought he was nuts, including myself. And it happened. So anything is possible, especially within the movement. Anything is possible. So
and I remember spamming everyone that day with that video.
Yep. I seriously, I still to this day can't believe that happened. That was such a shocker. And that was a huge turning point for the DCEU. Definitely. All thanks to Jim Lee. Anyway, guys, sorry, you can call me Joker. Kind of threw me off my game for a second. Thanks for watching the stream. I appreciate it. I haven't done one of these in a while. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Jeff, for coming out. I appreciate it. Always nice having you on. But yeah, guys, a lot of things happening this week. Additional photography for Zach's movie is on its way. November is right around the corner. Get ready. Things are happening. You're probably going to get, like me and Jeff said, another trailer, a release date. Something's got to happen on November 17th. Something big has to happen, and I really think it's going to. So with that being said, you guys have a good Sunday, and I will catch you later. Peace out.
Okay. Peace.